If this works, if this works, it does. 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 If this works. Alright, well, I think I've got it working now. Hopefully. If not, I'll just make another video at some other time. Right. Hi. Trying to figure out my life here. I'll get to streaming and showing you guys all what I got in a second. Trying to figure out my life here. I'll get to streaming and showing you guys all what I got in a second. Trying to figure out my life here. I'll get to streaming and showing you guys all what I got in a second. Trying to figure out my life here. I'll get to streaming and showing you guys all what I got. Alright. I can start showing some stuff off. So my mom sent up a bunch of presents for us for, we celebrate Little Christmas or Epiphany. And it's just kind of to space out all of the holiday stress with all of the grandparents that have to see my stepson and all of the parents that have to see us. And so instead of just trying to fit her in with the millions of other people we have to see, we ended up deciding that we would do Little Christmas, which traditionally is on January 6th, and it celebrates the day that the three wise men eventually got to the baby Jesus. But all that aside, we used to celebrate it because my grandmother lived in Florida and wanted to celebrate Christmas separately from my grandmother that lived up here. My mom wanted to carry on the tradition with Phoenix, and so she sent me up a butt ton of miniatures, and a lot of them are pieces that I know that she had been working on, and others were just complete surprises. I'm really excited to show them off. And this was not my intended stream tonight, but I figured why not? I also wanted to show you what I got from my best friend. She made me, now, she makes shields with like coats of arms representing people in her life for them. And my shield looks like this, but big form. I'm sorry about the glare. Figure out a different lighting situation at some point, but um, it's an iris, and that's the flower that represents friendship. And I don't know how well you can see it, but in bottom petal here is the comedy and tragedy masks, and that represents both the fact that we LARP together, or live action role play, but it also represents the fact that I collect masks. So she made it in mini for me, and it's wonderful. It's on a teal background, and I'm in love with it. And she made a crest for Blueberry Hollow as well. I'm just thrilled with them. I put in a request. I asked for a Blackberry Hollow one too. We'll see if I get that. Not to be greedy. I didn't want to be greedy, but I said if she needed an idea, she'd always make me one for Blackberry Hollow. So, all right, got Jess's. I'm just thrilled with them. And then I guess we'll start on the stuff that I know my mom had been working on. So, start with. I guess I'll have to turn off that. Better? There we go. A little bit better. So this is Fountain, Wishing Well. In the bottom there, I don't know how well you can see it, probably not too well, but there are pennies and quarters, little coins in the bottom. I wonder if I tilt it, you can kind of see the specks at the bottom there, but they're pennies. And my mom made that, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it yet, but I've got a couple of ideas. Even got moss growing on it. And now you guys have seen this before if you watched me set up the doll houses for Christmas. I got two more Yule logs kind of thing. These have pine cones on them though. I think a little bit more snow. A little bit of extra care went into these, Mom said. Hi, evil eating grasshopper, how are you tonight? Got those. Then this is made out of all different slivers of wood. I know it's Liz, I just figure people don't like being referred to sometimes by their name if you know who they are. So I have no idea who you are. We've Stacker, never in my life would I ever guess who it is. So that's that piece. And this piece I actually want to put in the new house. So I'm place for that in my head. She's made a set of dream catchers, and they're all gorgeous. This is the one I. It's not focusing that well, but if I'm not mistaken, she did tie all of those little knots. It's not like a pre-made thing. And the feathers are from our pet blackbird that we have, or that she has now, but it was mine. She took him. And they weren't like taken off the blackbird. I just want to make that clear. She collects them when he molts. The next set are these corn husk dolls made from, yes, Kier, that's right. The corn husk dolls that she made, and they're made out of actual corn husk. And a little guy here, little lady here, and then this angel. I'll post pictures of these if you keep up with from baby corn. Yeah. So the camera's not picking it up that well, but there are actually little flowers top here he's holding, and I'll take pictures of them later. And I don't know if you guys follow along on my Facebook, but I do have a blog for all of this, so I'll be photographing and posting that at some point. Those guys. That way you can see the details of it. This, I believe she made a bunch of these guys for a show or a group. She did it's like a group get together, and everybody had to make something for the theme, and the theme was like a fisherman hut or something like that. And she made a bunch of these fishing plaques. Let's even get the little brass placard at the bottom. We got an elf on the shelf. Again, his details are just so perfect. I don't know if you guys are Elf on the Shelf fans, but I think they're kind of creepy. And I don't know. The threat of Santa Claus always watching was good enough for me. I didn't need an elf on the shelf to scare me straight, but he's adorable. Wish I could show you those details. I need a. No, I just got this camera for Christmas, but I need like a magnifying set for it. Or something. Um, to the gnomes next. Now these are all things that she's making for um, her own store stock that she's building up. She's gonna try her hand at selling some stuff, and I think because of all the different things that she makes, these aren't typically things that you would find at a miniature show or find online. Everybody sticks to like your typical Victorian stuff or furniture, food, and finding the little detail items. Like I've never seen any of these like and if I have, they haven't been as good quality. So I'm really trying to encourage her to build up her stock. Let's see if, okay. Well, these are the gnomes, and I love them. They're just so cute. And I think this is going to be the next. This is going to be the next Christmas fad. You know, like um, those awful blow up lawn decorations or the reindeer. I think gnomes are going to be in soon. Their little noses, they're just so cute. I love them. Jeez. Gnomes are in this year, that's right. She's trying her hand at baskets, the coil baskets. I told her she needs to send them to the lady that we always buy baskets from, or her handiwork. And this one's a pumpkin. I love pumpkins. But the thing is, like, if you don't try to corner the market on a thing with miniatures, you're more likely to sell. Like, there are people that just do dolls, and that's it. And they sell maybe one doll a show, and they're lucky if they do. But if they try to sell something along with it, like I know a lady who makes dolls, but she also does paintings, and her paintings sell a lot quicker because people are usually more in the market for painting than they are for a doll. I don't know. I think she's gonna do fun. Well, then she made vintage Halloween pails. Now these things, if you've ever seen them in real life on like an antique show or something, made in like the 1940s, and they're sold now, or they're bought in antique stores for like $100 a pop. And she's even got the wear away at the bottom, and how it looks like it's been pressed into a mold like they would have been. They're so creepy. I love them. She said, "Oh, when I come up to visit, I'm gonna have to sign everything." I said, "If you signed everything that you made in my dollhouses, we'd be here all day. It's better for you to like just put a plaque up somewhere." And I don't know if anybody had like grandmothers or aunts or anything that collected like Halloween ceramics, but I have seen them before. And it's like, oh my gosh, just not good dark background to put this on. Not showing up right. Nope. Better, but not as good as I want it to be. Just the glare. Well, it's a little ghosty. I can't. I'm sorry. My hands are so pale. My phone. Nope, there's just no way I'm going to be able to show you this guy unless I take a picture. But he's holding a pumpkin, and he's cute. You can take my word for that. Alright, I think, well, besides this guy, this is from a kit that I had bought. It's another one I can't show you, it's too light. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get this. There we go. Let's make it a little bit better. So, just a little house. Yep, there you go. I'll take pictures. I'm sorry, guys. This is just too pale to show. So that's everything that I knew she was working on for the most part. She made a stand for my windmill on the farm that the water pump is supposed to go on, and that's gonna go there. And then there's everything that I didn't know she was sending. So I finally got, I know I was complaining about them in one of the setups how I didn't have enough doll stands, so thankfully she sent up 2 of them. Exciting. Then to first, she made me a table like a workbench. It's got a grate on it with a wire there, actual wire, and you would put your plants on it and all the water would run through so the water doesn't sit on the table. So that's great. I'm really excited to put this in there. So excited. Now I feel like I can actually set stuff up in there and make so that's that. Then she sent out these seeds, and I've said in a couple previous episodes or streams that if you can find a base of things out in the wild, like we used yellow nut sedge, like not seeds, but like a seed head kind of a thing for uh, filling in the cornucopia, and we use raffia to make our corn stalks, and princess pine to make Christmas wreaths. If you can find something in the wild that actually works, then use it. We've used grape hyacinths bulbs as coconuts. I use celery seed for coffee grounds. And these are a couple of cool seeds that she thought I could paint to make look like gourds. So I'm gonna play with that a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. So the rest of this is I'm gonna show you these two. These are like little cups. They look like they're caps for something, but you could use them for cups or to me, because of the way the bottoms are, they look kind of like um, flower pots. So I might paint them and make them into like single plant pots. I feel like that could be good. I think they're a little too big to be cups. I'll find them all. Right. Okay. So the rest of this is for post office, and she had said that the post office doesn't really have a lot of stuff. And it doesn't. It's probably my least involved. Um, and she had said, thinking back, she's not even quite sure why she made a post office, but I think it it has potential, and I really like the post office for what it can be and what it represents. Um, like being that connection between the two hollows at the time, I really enjoy it. That and in my head, I want an entire town. So whether I'll get that or not, at least I have a post office. But she said, "What's a post office without a flag?" So that's gonna go right outside of that. And I was looking at it. I don't know if I can lower and raise the flag, but I don't know that I want to try. There's that. And of course, a mailbox is made out of metal and it opens. It doesn't open here, but it opens up here. She's like, you can put stuff in, but you'll never get it out. How cool is that? So cool. She made me another bag. Go along with my bags. Paper, I think. Yeah, I should open it up. I didn't open it up. Oh, what is it? Ah, cut up pieces of paper to make it feel like there's actually stuff in it. I like that. Makes me happy. Oh, and it's made out of like the same material that I used. Bottom weight. Or something. It's great. We have some wall hangings. First one is, I need to move that out of the way. I keep messing with it. Okay. Stamp board. All your different types of stamps that you can order. We got Winnie the Pooh. Got teddy bears. We got berries. Blueberries and blackberries and strawberries and polar bears. What else do we have? Bears in the wild. That one looks like a military bear, but I can't really tell. We've got types of wild birds. That's gonna hang up in the post office. More stamps you can choose from. Teddy bears and holidays. It might be Smokey the Bear. Now that I'm looking at it. Another stamp. Just a picture of a stamp with the American flag on it. Post office hours, window service hours, lobby hours. And then here's a post office department, United States of America, and this is supposed to go on the door. And I'm so excited about this. Is to hang up. Love them. So excited. Last but not least, oh, excuse me real quick. Oh, we just ate a little bit ago. Let's wait a little bit, okay? Eight. Okay. Paper stand. She said I can change out the sign, but I love the sign. This is the daily news in the Hollands. And when she said that this was her exploration into metalworking. Said when she was talking to her father about it, he said, "Where's the bricks to hold down the newspapers?" Apparently, that's a thing. Now we all know. I didn't know. I have bricks to hold down my newspapers. So that was just a massive amount of stuff that I got, and I have to find places for now. I'm just so excited. I love getting minis for Christmas. And I love my mom's work. Like her being my mom's side, if she weren't my mother, I'd still be thrilled with just the multitude of things that she can do. So I need to figure out a place for all of it, one point or another, whether it's in these houses or another house. So I hope your guys' holidays were just as lovely, and that you got a lot of stuff that you are excited about. Anyone else get anything exciting that they want to talk about? New house, new house, new house. Oh, more role playing books to add to your collection. Oh, those sound nice, Liz. I also got new boots, but they're for work. I'll just put this stuff away. Ooh, breaking things. Not the miniatures, not to worry. Sorry if you can hear my child in the background. He is being super goofy today. On the right. Ooh. Oh, and I can show you what else. Well, so I got a Michael's gift card for Christmas as well, and I bought myself an acrylic rolling pin for clay, which is good for rolling out the polymer clay, and pasta roller. Super exciting. And I've had one of these before, but it got rusty and I think I threw it out. And since I couldn't maintain it at that point, now I have my own house and can. Bought myself a new one, which I'm gonna use tonight because I'm gonna try to make a couple of leeks for the farm. Trying to go season by season and make things that are going to be in season. So, for example, I made recently broccoli. I don't know if anybody tuned in for me making the heads, but finished those up. I made a singular cauliflower, and I ran out of the leaves, so I emailed the lady that makes the kits for the leaves. Hopefully she gets back to me so I can possibly order more, but there's a cauliflower. And they're not terribly in season right now, but they're close to, at least. But I kind of compiled like lists of vegetables that are in season at different times, and if you do go to my blog, I've got a calendar that's supposed to keep me on track and actually make me, stream and make things, take time and do things for me. So today was supposed to be leeks, but I figured I'd include show and tell. And then I've got one coming up for that's good, I don't even remember. What is our next one? You can go to the website at moonspaz.wordpress.com. And under calendar, so Leeks is supposed to be today. Next Sunday, I'm going to post a blog about the Christmas setup. The 23rd, I'm going to set up Valentine's Day in the houses. And the 27th, which is a Wednesday, I'm going to be making a mint kit that I bought a while ago. Yeah, I'm very excited about my roller because, well, usually I don't make a lot of things that blend the colors of clay, but figure They are good to have just in case I ever wanted to. Realized that if I'm making leeks, if I'm following these instructions like I want to, then I um, then I need the roller to blend the clay colors. So forgive me while I set up, I was not prepared. Because I was also kind of worried that I was going to get a clay roller and a rolling pin for Christmas, so I didn't want to open these up and then also have the ones that my mom sent if she had sent them. It worked out, because she didn't. Now I have myself set. Stuff there. Colors we're going to be using are like a dark forest green, a light spring kind of green. Can't see because white and translucent. We're going to have to be careful with that. Why is there glitter on this clay? Awful. Oh no, it's all over it. Will it go away? Wait. You can't see it, but there it is. Glitter. There. Why? Give that a get in there, I wonder. That's the question I have. Or package. Or shame. Have glitter on our leeks. With all this off, what we're going to do is blend one part of the translucent clay, which I have in my hands, to one part white. That's going to be the bottom of the leek, the bowl. Oh, I can. That may be a little bit better. It's still better, but not bueno. I need like a light back here instead. I mean, I can work with the light off if that helps any. Oof, noise. Okay. they need to make contacts that just, instead of magnify, light something up for you. Pretty big, right? They're all over my hands now. Hard enough keeping white clay clean. Glitter. So I don't know that I'm going to make a lot of them, so I'm only going to work with. Whoops, can't say. I know, I was looking. Oh, I want to make sure our clay is ready to use. Conditioning it for 1 part translucent, or 1 part white. Make sure all the glitter is off of our knife before we transfer it to another the clay. Oh, and our white is a lot harder. Which is why we have a rolling pin to help us condition the clay. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for everything. The miniatures I got for Christmas, tools that now I can use in my own craft space. Is going to be a good year. I'm going to make sure that I spend more time doing the craft stuff that I love. And I hope that you guys will be along for the ride. Even if it is here and there. Should have warmed it. So the clay typically needs to be a little bit warm for it to start conditioning. So what my grandmother had told me at one point or another when I started working with clay was that you can sit on it while you're doing computer work. Oh, gee, ow. Sit on it, or I'm sorry, sit on it anymore. You just find a way to put it somewhere where your body temperature can slowly warm it up. Because you don't want to like put it in the oven. What I did was I just blended them a little bit so it's a bit easier to mold. But you don't want to heat it up like in an oven or anything because that's how you bake it. Oh, not that loud for us. Oh, good, because it's awful loud here. That's right. Streaming thing has like a shock absorbency when it comes to loud noises. I wish my room had that. Once you get this good and blended, it'd just be one color. It won't have, there's like a marbling that you just can't see that well here, but like there. See how there's a marbling between the two colors? You don't want that. I wish I could put tapestries and carpet in here. Well, not carpet because then all the craft stuff gets on the floor and it's harder to sweep up. But figure something out. I think what I'm going to do with my table work, well, the surface that the doll houses are on is going to put curtains up so that it hides storage, makes it look a little bit nicer, and will also help with that. I know I could probably run this through the pasta machine, but I need to get my handwork out for the day. What we're gonna do, I'm reading the book. So the book I'm using to follow along with how this is going to be made. We're going to put 3 triangles of clay together. One the white and translucent, one the spring green, and one the leaf green, forest green. Hi, Magmatic. I could put a cheap placemat or something. I'll figure something out. Thank you guys for the suggestions. I really appreciate it. Alright, we got that blended pretty well, I think. Shayna, long time no see. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, babe. Everybody's on here tonight. Wow, that crowd. Alright, there's our white and transluce. We're gonna roll this out in the pasta machine. Let's see if I can get you guys. Machines. There's the pasta machine. So I have it on the widest setting right now because I just want to flatten it out. There. Play-Doh Factory. Yeah. And a little bit thinner. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out triangles of each color and then roll it together with the pasta machine and then fold it multiple times. And the effect that it's going to get is like a ombre, I guess you would call it. Pull this up. There we go. Yeah, I thought so. In addition to what the sister also so was not happy to go through the pasta machine without being conditioned. Ombre? Man? I feel like Weave Stacker knows Spanish more than I do. Pretty sure it's guy, like person. I don't know how moisture reacts with polymer clay. Is that what Sarah does? I don't typically try to use water around the clay. Okay. Oh, well, we're all learning something tonight. There we go. Here. But what I said, not hombres, was ombre. O-M-B-R-E. And it's like a fading from one color to another. Typically used when talking about hair color or cake decorating. I have a shirt that I was wearing the other day that is a white to yellow ombre. Sculpey. Pretty sure I only work with Sculpey at this point. But good to know. Thank you. How are things going for you, Shayna? Oh no! I hope just like precautionary quarantine and not legit sick quarantine. Oh geez, wow. Hope they heal soon. Hope everybody will be okay. Glad to hear everybody's okay so far. Oh, well, no. Middle school. What middle school? Are you allowed to say? Do you want to say? You don't have to say if you don't want to. Really? Is Delcy in person? That's so scary. Wow. Good luck. Who's retiring over there? Wow. Good luck. Shannon's young though, isn't she? I thought. Am I thinking of the right one? Tall blonde lady? Why she'd be retiring? Huh. And to each their own. If that's her prerogative, then that's her prerogative. You know? Alright, so we got our 3 colors. I'm gonna do yeah. I think it's hard on everybody really, but I think it's something that needs to be happening right now. Some school districts. I don't know how Delsey is, but up here it's scary that my stepson will be going back to school soon. What you talking about, Nexus? What do you mean, oh no, Mr. Bill? Yeah, high schoolers, they're just a bunch of hormones. So, like, how do you control that, you know? Like, how do you tell them, don't don't hang out with anybody, like I mean, you can try, but right. And even if someone they know gets sick, it's just hard. Like it's hard enough telling adults, you know. But that's, I mean, that's great that like you might have an in there. I'm really happy for you. Oh yeah, how do you do science when you can't be hands-on? That's the whole point of a lot of science, really. What? Just trimming everything up and trying to get. I can always use these scraps in something else. We'll just press these guys together, give them a nice little seam. And so, like I said, I'm using a book to kind of follow along with how I should be doing this. So we've um, made our triangles. The shade is produced by folding and rolling, always in the same direction, until you have achieved a gradual shade throughout. When you have shaded strip, fold it up, cut it, let the air bubbles out, carefully squeeze and press resulting piece to narrow it. Oh, here we go. We're experimenting tonight. I can feel my mother screaming at me through the camera. Thanks, B. I'll have to check out Mr. Bill from the 70s. Feel like that's not right, but we'll see. That wasn't right, but that's okay. And we've got extra clay. We're going the other way. Oh, we try again. Trial and error. Trial and error. Let's try this again. I think maybe. It doesn't say which way to fold or roll. Used. Oh well. Figure it out, right? Glad I can be a source of entertainment. I think I folded it the right way. I think I just didn't roll it through the pasta machine. A little better. We'll blend with that. What does life say? Get a couple of them. Get a couple of them. Sorry, guys. Mom duties. Starting to blend. Nice because we're getting a nice swirl up here in this color too. Make like a whole week. Oh, I like that. I think I might be able to save this actually now that I'm looking at what I did there. Maybe I do. There we go. Saved it. I'm working on saving it. Half of that.
Half of this?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Duties. Yeah. Yes, please, I can have one.
Yes, you can have.
Silly. Like when somebody says, hi, how are you? And you go, not much.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Good pineapple. That's still good. Alright. Put that
I
back.
put the other colored packs into them.
Maybe.
Oh, I was getting confused with M&M.
Good mom, nothing. I'm giving him candy. Stealing his candy. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, it is pineapple. That's so good. I'm so excited. Lifesavers, man. Always forget how much I like lifesavers. It's a funny story. Somebody suspiciously left a pineapple on the doorstep of my best friend, and nobody is sure who did it. And I think that's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. And I can't wait to find out who actually did it. I wish it were me. I have done that before. Not a pineapple, but I, when I was younger, maybe high school, my mom can confirm this. We had a gigantic zucchini grow in our garden, and it had to have been like an 18-inch zucchini. It was huge, ginormous. And my mom carved the name Big John into it and sent me down the street to leave it on the step of our neighbor. Hilarious. Alright, so we got different colors. Pretty happy with that. Now what do they tell me? Cut into pieces and stack on top of each other. These on top of it. And I'll cut some of this white off the bottom. That much. Really, we probably don't need any white because if we're going to be putting them in farm, then you're only going to see like the very tips of the white. But I might make some freestanding ones for the general store as well. I would rather make the entire leek and then cut off the bottom. Is it pretty? Okay, press together several times. As you can see, this produces a combination of shading stripes, just like a real leek. They're saying in the mini world, a leek should be about an inch in length, top to bottom. Get out I'm gonna get out a ruler here in a minute. Then cut them into strips. Normally you'll cut them as thin as you can, but for the center of the leek, thicker piece, then cut that into 3 or 4 pieces for the centers. They spell centers all British like. Roll one center. Okay. Roll one center piece to take off the edges and make it cylindrical and cut the top to simulate individual leaves. Then add extra single pieces on the outside, wrap them up. down a little bit more. That much weight. You need that much. There we go. See, you can see. There you go. That position, and the camera doesn't pick it up that well, but the lines because of how we cut it. So, some of that dark green, white. This is one of the first times I'm doing caning in a long time. That's the process of making a big picture and making it small. And not very good at it before, but I've never really practiced it per se. Outside is always uglier than the inside, so we'll see. Okay, B, be on there. What I want to do is I want to take a fresh razor blade because you want it to be a very sharp blade. Just do razor blade, cut off the outer first. That's there, there. So before, the outside looks kind of ugly, but when you cut past that first layer, you get something a little bit prettier. We'll use the scrap clay for some point, maybe. So I want to slice thin, but not too thin. Oops, too thin. Okay. Does Leeks have thick? No, I did it again. Learning experience. Well, we can wait that. Alright, let's start with it. Leeks have thicker leaves, so don't have to go too paper thin on them. You also don't want to go too thick. Like if I turn, we'll get there eventually. I'll get one or two leeks. trying to show you, but I should probably look at what I'm doing. There we go. That's better. Alright. So, cut it pretty thin. Cut in there, and what we want to do is roll it. Circle look to it. Get rid of that seam. Together, rounding off the bottom. And what we'll do is we'll cut into the top so that we get our leaves. And we'll shape those leaves a bit before we go to bake them. And it suggests even taking like layers. Okay. It suggests putting layers in. Layers, like onions. Flatten them out a little bit. I like to have reference pictures up phone or on my computer while I'm working with veggies because then you can see how they naturally come together. How the leaves bend certain ways or how they start to yellow or brown naturally. They're basic. Well, that's the beginning of the leek. I think I might only get through one tonight, but we'll see. I mean, you guys convinced me to do a million broccoli last time I was streaming, so we'll see how this goes. So what we can use that scrap for is layers, strip, we'll flatten it out, we'll break it before we get to use it. Now, I think before I bake too, I'll pull out my pastels, my chalk pastels, and I'm gonna add some dirt. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to start looking into using emo or primo. Pulpy is nice, like to condition, because it's easier to mold, but it's just not as easy to work with when it comes to putting it all together because it is so malleable. It gets really floppy, so it doesn't keep its place until it's baked. I feel like I really jumped in the deep end here with caning. I did it once before with lemons, oranges, and those were super easy, but then I tried strawberries and that was just not fun. Really difficult. The first one always turns out kind of crappy, but something we can improve a little bit. Long leek. That's not the longest leek I've ever seen, I guess. A foot? Even longer. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Oh. One. Thanks, Nexus. It is certainly a first shot. Try another. You're saying the white goes up higher. I don't know about that. I think leeks over. Yeah, no, it's more like that. Nice try, Angie Scar, but I know what I'm looking at when I see plants. Yeah, so that's fine. That's within the 2 to 3 feet, though. That's so tall. Huh. I don't know that I've ever seen leeks that are 3 feet tall. Tall leeks. Thinking maybe before I roll this, That's leaves as it. Well, yeah, just the leafy part would be that tall, but still, that's really tall for leeks, I think. Somebody must be over fertilizing. Actually, if we keep that seam because of the way leeks layer, ins layer. Bye, Shanna. Great talking with you. Hope everything goes well. Can't see it, but can't see that. But where the seam would be when you do roll it instead of Minnesota's crazy. Minnesota doesn't know how to measure. Uh, no, but anyway. So because of that seam, like I keep trying to say, keep getting distracted. Um, I think that it's fine to not roll it out completely because when you look at how they layer, they're going to like come around each of they're gonna like overlap and layer like that. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Just, how many leaks do you think I should make? 8. Texas, you are crazy. 10 o'clock? 8 leaks? I don't know. We'll see. Anyone else have an opinion? Want to save me? I know you're against all things. I don't know why you're watching the stream, really. Does it smell or taste, Liz? Just all of it? Texture too? Really? Wow. Onions are just so flavorful. I don't know, man. I don't think I could cook without onion. Really? Not even something like that's not as potent like scallions? No scallions. Wow. Okay. All right. I know that much. Knew I could sneak it past you and some stuff. When I used to. I'm not really a big fan of huge chunks of onion in food. Because then I feel like if it's not cooked well, you're just eating a chunk of onion. Not so fun. But I hope that isn't a point of contention in your relationship. Oh, that's so sweet. We're getting better at them. Though that one was small. But still. Yeah, now that I know what it's always easier to make once you get the hang of things. We need those, so we're gonna make the next one bigger. They need like a planer. You know, like how they have for wood. You need one for clay. Sure, I could do that if I maybe froze this. I thought I remember somebody telling me they kept their clay in the refrigerator. Might have been their grandmother. I don't remember. I might have one. Is it this? Is this what you're talking about? Okay, use that. See if that works for me next time. Oh, Christmas is officially over. I can clean that up tomorrow. The dollhouse will still stay up for a while, but time to move on. How many have I made? This will be my fourth. So look, you've convinced me to move on from one. Oh, Nexus, you don't have jitters in here to also convince me to keep going with miniatures all night. I wonder where he's at. No jitters. But we've got Liz. I don't know if we still have Steve. And we had Shayna, and we had a lot of people tonight. I am thoroughly impressed how many people we got. I know a lot of my friends stream on Saturday nights. It's easier for them. I'm gonna try to start streaming a couple of days during the week, and I'm not competing with anybody. Like I know right now, Belmont Leather is streaming, and I believe his new Twitch handle is Shawarmy. Nick. And Belmont Leather obviously makes leather work. I highly suggest you check him out. Shawarmy stream video games. Careful. Thank you for your concern. See if I can say that. Take it into it. Thought about doing some Valentine's Day streaming stuff besides the setup. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe I'll surprise you guys. Figure out what I want to make. I'll take suggestions for that if you guys want to leave me some suggestions. Oh, right. Valentine's. Man, I got nothing for it this year. Like, I like being mushy and doing the Valentine's Day thing. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling with it the past couple years and going really bad. But this year in particular, I really need to find something. Though I think my fiance would think it romantic enough if I just left him alone to play World of Warcraft. Who knows? That could be the winning prize there. What? No. Fuck. Valentine's Day. I don't even know. I wish I could help. If I come up with any ideas, Liz, I'll let you know. I got nothing. Oh, that makes sense. So I guess they would look like this in the store, but they're going to be more white on the field? I don't know. Let's look up pictures. Nope. Oh, they cut like the top leaves off so that they're a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Oh well. We're doing them like that. They're going to look like shorter leeks. Might run out of material. Might not be able to make it to 8. Have to 5. What do you typically do for Valentine's Day, Liz? Do you guys go out or? That looks like Lockjoy. Oh, that's nice. Well, you can still drive trips somewhere. Just, you know, more outdoor. You could, romantic night in, of course, is always an option. But I feel like Nobody wants to do romantic night in after, nearly an entire year of romantic nights in. Pillow fort. You should definitely just build a pillow fort. What movie theaters should be doing is like just concessions selling popcorn and drinks. Because, movie popcorn is like the best popcorn. But we'd have 8 pillows on our bed if I allowed that. It's but it just becomes such a mess. But I understand the appeal of it. None of them? None of your pillows are decorative. Are they all like supportive chiropractic pillows? Because I'm totally behind that idea. Like, hugging pillows and comfort pillows are the best pillows. One to lay on, one to hug, one to put between your legs. So your knees don't knock together in the middle of the night. You tell me about these non decorative pillows. Huh. This clay is giving me a time. Nope, not gonna happen. See, Nexus, I don't know how you sleep with one on your head. I don't like that. I think Pillow Fort and like snacks and cartoons sounds like a Valentine's Day that is right up your alley. Oh, is it the dog? The dog snores. Can't be big. I need to get something because I'm the one who snores, and I feel bad, but like, because I can't breathe, I lay down and I suddenly get stuffy. I don't know how to fix that. Oh no, 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 you can't sleep with the windows open. I will freeze. That sounds like you guys got it made for the both of you. I just couldn't do it. I like to be warm, cozy. Uh, Sorry, catching up with the chat. Oh, I couldn't sleep without my weighted blanket at this point. Thing is a godsend. My fiance refuses to sleep under the sheet like a human being, so I end up with the sheet and didn't come out nice. I end up with the sheet and just my weighted blanket and my fuzzy blanket because he ends up stealing the comforter. Oh, not nice. Oh, that's all I got. I got 7. I am considering Nexus trying breathe right strips, see where I get with them, because this not being able to breathe thing. No bueno. I made 7. 7 good enough for you, Nexus? Not 8? I'd have to break into the other cane. I'm not sure what I want to do with the scraps. Oh, wait, I might be able to get an 8. Nope, that's crap on it. See if I can fix it. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like constantly stuffed or swollen. Like I don't feel sick. I just feel stuffy. And it might be just new house allergy, adjusting to everything that the old residents used to have here or what, but it's crappy though. Right. Well, the white part would be the beginning of the root, bulb and root. So let's see, where are my pastels? Let's see if I can get some tint on here. And then what I would do was that after I tint them is I would bake them and then drill little wires into the bottom so that I can stick them on the farm itself. So I use soft pastels. They're like a chalk. We'll do it that. Watch me. There's 2 viewers. That can't be right. Oh, we got a bunch of people. I finally figured out how to record, so hopefully this is recording. So what I'll do is I'm taking a paintbrush and shader, doesn't number 1. I just go into like dark brown. See it, see it. There you go. Blend it in. I might go back with some acrylic later and put in some like fluorescence on the leaves because typically, yeah, there we are. Typically, you would get some yellowing. These are like the coolest thing to me is the chalk pastels is it eluded me for the longest time when I was first starting to do miniatures how they got the tint so perfect because you can't really, I mean, you can blend your clays all you want, like how I did with this, but you're not going to get that difference like you might be able to see here. But just the detailing of knowing that there's that white behind this brown. That small detail there. Shadowing, and you're not going to get that with clay. You're going to get that with chalk pastel. Where I've seen people tint them with alcohol, dyes. Starting to get my second wind. The brain went, oh, after I'm done this, I should take down the Christmas stuff. Well, Bailey, 9:30. You should lay down, is what you should do. I like the way the leaves are just flopping about. Might, when I bake them, I might just bake them standing up so that they kind of flop on their own. Replace a little bit more of a natural look. Oops. Not drop them all over the place though. There we go. We got 8 leeks painted, ready to go into the oven. And with polymer clay, I bake it at 250 or 275, 250. Or these will go in for probably 10 minutes. But there we go. We got our leeks. We got our show and tell. Long night, 2.5 hours of streaming. You guys got any questions? Now's the time to ask it, and I'll see what I can answer. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I did making it. This was certainly an adventure, and I'll probably make some more leeks, knowing that I've got a little bit more clay to work with. My next stream is going to be, what did I say? My next stream's looking like it's gonna be on the 23rd, set up for Valentine's Day. If you want to join me then, that'd be great. Otherwise, you can look out for my blog on moonspaz, moonspaz .wordpress.com. There I've got a bunch of different things, and I just fixed up the website a little bit more. There's a page that's devoted to a couple of old pictures that I had of the houses. I need to update more pictures for that. They're sorted by month. I've got a page that is a calendar of my potential blog posts and videos. And I've got a link to my YouTube site on there somewhere, as well as a donations and wish list. Not that I'm looking for it, not that I need it, but in case anybody wants to send me fun things that I might try or might want to watch me make. Otherwise, that's about it. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna get these baked, and I'll post pictures of everything onto my blog here coming up soon. Hope you had fun tonight. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a nice night.